Well, it is 37 degrees outside. The sun has come out and starting to melt the frost. It is the 21st of November. One of my leaves piled up here. And today, well, I've got some big news. I've got, if you, over that way is where I had my summer garden. I'm going to move it for next year. And I ended up buying this house over here. And so I'm going to get it fixed up inside. There's a few things that I want to do inside, some new flooring and some cabinets and some miscellaneous things. And the other thing is this thing right here needs some TLC, and so I'm thinking of rebuilding it basically. And the backyard here needs a bunch of TLC. So there's going to be a good series of videos coming up between now and through next summer of me running around getting this place all spruced up. Today, what I thought I would do would be to just go out here and get some area cleaned up. There's some concrete that was just sort of dumped out over there and some rocks. And I thought I'd just take the little tractor and get that stuff, put it in a pile, and get a dumpster brought in and start throwing things in the dumpster. So that's my plan today. Pick that up. Right over there. Trying to pick up the bucket, but it didn't fit very well. Slab of concrete. Got it sitting on my homemade forks. I'm just going to scout out the areas to be cleaned. There's just a little bit of gravel here. Actually, the gravel comes all the way out to here. There's grass growing over it. So this area right here, I'm going to scoop up. Gravel comes all the way out over to here. So, I guess he mixed his own concrete out here and just left the rocks. So I'll be moving that. This is where that slab was. And it looks like there's a just a little piece of tile in the ground here. Ah, that's going to be fun. Doing something with that building. I'm just going to chop down some of this brush, some of these weeds, mow them down, I should say. And I've got the blade set all the way up. And then I'll have to come in with the landscape rake on the back of the tractor. Just go through everything to see if there are any rocks down there. and then I'll till it. Sally's got the apple. Is she gonna chase after that cat that's in the tree over there?
She just didn't see it.
But does she chase it after them?
Yeah, she would chase it.
That cat thinks that that cat used to live here. The guy abandoned that cat here. See that? My next project here is to fix this back fence. It's got this really cool iron rod gate, but previous owner was driving through and he clipped this end pillar with his trailer and basically knocked it over with the other half of the gate. So I've got it now over there on the back of my tractor, and I'm gonna put some nice big put a nice big pillar in right there and then hook the gate into it. The problem is the gate has some issues, some bent steel issues, so I'm going to fix that. So here we are with the gate, and this right here is the bar that mounts to the cinder block pillar. You can see it's all bent up here, and all bent up there, so I have to try to get it off the hinge here and straighten out that bar. That way I can put these big bolts into the pillar when it's getting cemented up. Well, I'm not having any luck bending this piece of the gate back, so what I've done is I'm going to take this long piece of tube steel, this is really it's actually very strong stuff, and I'm going to use this in place of that flat bar, and I'll put the hinges on this and I'll bolt this to the gate. So what I need to do is I need to go get some J-bolts, and tomorrow when I put that pillar up, I'll have the J-bolts sticking out, and then I'll measure them and drill the holes in this to fit. Okay, it's the next morning. I filled up the bottom there to make the footing a little bit bigger, and I put 12-inch blocks in there, as opposed to, you can see over here, it's just a regular 8-inch block. And so I widened the footing a little bit down there, let that set up overnight, and this morning came out and just put the tops on. And I put these bolts in here, which are gonna fit this thing here, and I got them sticking out just the right amount. I can't really touch it because I just barely got it setting up now, but you know, this thing will go here, and so I'll mark it and I'll drill the holes in it and cut it to size. I could have probably done it without even attaching that top part. In any case, that is ready to go. I've got to let that set up for a few days, and then I'll come out and put the other gate on. Well, I lost my tripod that I put this camera on. I'm in the back of this new place here. So that's the garage where I parked the tractor. And I was back here. You probably can't see it very well, but this is really kind of hilly and stuff right here, and it just needs to be leveled out a bit so that I can flood it. Got irrigation water here, so it just doesn't work very well if you have all these hills. The previous owner used to use his tractor just to sort of push the weeds into piles, and then he'd leave them there. So I've got all these little piles. So anyway, I had the landscape rake on, and I was just sort of pulling stuff around over there to somehow get it back into less of a piley kind of thing. And this here is just sod that the guy cleaned up and just dumped back here. So right now I'm just in the process of sort of flattening this out, all this sod, and then I'm going to till it with the tiller there. And in the meantime, I'm sort of looking around for my tripod. I usually keep it in the tractor, and it fell out somewhere, so oh well. Well, I've been doing some tealing. I need to level this thing out when I'm done here. I can't level it until I get the dirt loosened up so I can spread it around. Every now and then I run into a nice rock. So I have to go extra slow because I can hear it just hitting the tip of the tines. And when I do, I just pay extra careful attention so that I don't actually run right over the top of it. So it's kind of slow going, because when I hit one of those, I stop and I get off, I lift it, and I grab the rock. But hopefully you only have to do that once and get all the rocks cleared out, and then you can sort of have at it.